When Alexander the Great's body seemingly remained unchanged for 6 days after his death, his contemporaries could offer only one explanation. Alexander must have been a god. So, was he? What is the mysterious theory behind Alexander's death? Welcome to History Unwrapped, where the pages of history come to life. In the year 323 BCE, the great conqueror Alexander the Great met his untimely demise. The people of ancient Greece were astounded by an unusual occurrence that followed his death. They observed that unlike most human bodies, which undergo rapid decomposition and decay after death, Alexander's body seemed to defy this natural process. His skin remained unblemished. The stiffening of the muscles after death did not set in as expected. This extraordinary preservation led many of his contemporaries to ponder whether Alexander might be more than a mere mortal. Could he be a god? To understand this intriguing situation, we must first look at the circumstances surrounding Alexander's death. It all began during a series of prolonged celebrations, where he indulged in excessive drinking and revelry. In one fateful episode, it is even rumored that he attempted to consume an entire crater of wine in a single sitting. Following these festivities, Alexander fell gravely ill, complaining of excruciating back pain. Over the next 10 days, he suffered from a relentless fever, and his condition deteriorated rapidly. On his deathbed, he was so weakened that he could no longer speak, yet he managed to acknowledge his loyal soldiers with a gaze. In the wake of Alexander's death, various theories began to emerge. Some speculated that he had been poisoned, while others believed he might have been sabotaged. Excessive drinking was another theory, suggesting that his death resulted from the overwhelming consumption of wine. Centuries later, as modern historians delved into the mystery, they proposed different possibilities, ranging from malaria, pneumonia, and typhoid fever to the idea that he might have been assassinated. What truly puzzled observers was the unusual state of Alexander's body after death. According to the historian Plutarch, despite being left without special preservation measures in moist and stifling conditions, there were no signs of decomposition. His body remained pure and fresh for 6 days before preparations for his burial began. In 2018, Dr. Catherine Hall, a lecturer at Dunedin School of Medicine in New Zealand, introduced a novel theory that brings scientific understanding to this enigma. She proposed that Alexander the Great might have suffered from Guillain-Barré syndrome, an acute autoimmune disorder that can lead to muscle paralysis. Under this theory, it is possible that Alexander was not actually dead when he was declared so. Physicians of the time may have misinterpreted his shallow breathing as a lack of breathing altogether. If this were the case, Alexander might have tragically met his end during the embalming process, during which his body would have been prepared for burial by disembowelment. While we can't travel back in time to confirm Hall's theory, it is the only one that takes into account all the details of Alexander's death and his body's mysterious life. Unless you prefer to think Alexander was a god, in which case, why did he die at all?